everyone. I'm Randy Holt. I'm the business unit manager for our heat transfer fluids here at CORECHEM. If you're not familiar with CORECHEM, we've been in business for about 45 years. It's a third generation family owned chemical compounding and distribution company. And we started doing heat transfer fluids about 10 or 15 years ago and really went mainstream around 2018, manufacturing, distributing, and injecting glycol and other fluids into hydronic systems such as geothermal, process cooling, HVAC, and even data centers. There's some common mistakes that happen when people are installing and maintaining heat transfer fluid. One of the main things that we see is a failure to properly flush, clean, and remove all the air from the system. Things like dirt and air can contribute to biological growth, which results in what we call biofouling, where you actually get a mass of organic matter in the system, which really drives down the efficiency and can drive up the cost of your energy, as you will not be getting optimal heat transfer or proper flow in the system. We see this issue pop up sometimes even with experienced operators, but a lot of times it's with newer folks to the industry. There's some industries such as geothermal installation or ground source heat pump systems where the operators may have come out of industries such as water wells and they haven't been properly trained for actually installing and maintaining hydronic HVAC systems. So it's important that the operators get this proper training to learn how to flush and properly fill a system, and then make sure that all the air is out of the system to optimize efficiency. Just as an example, we had a contractor reach out to us recently that had significant biofouling in one of their clients' systems. So not only was the system not running properly and optimally just prior to a cold snap when it's most needed, but the cold snap itself could result in a frozen heat exchanger or some other significant damage to the system. It would be a very expensive fix for what could have simply been proper cleaning, flushing, filling, removal of air, and then just maintaining the system. We do have a fluid maintenance program that we've rolled out where we can actually tag your system, get a check on the fluid health, and similar to the way that you would get a blood draw, we track the health of the fluid in the system for the life of the system if you use one of our heat transfer fluids manufactured here at CORECHEM. This involves a yearly fluid draw. It comes into our lab. It's tested and inspected by one of our lab experts, and then we send you a report with any recommendations to change the chemistry or whatever's needed. In the case of this client, the only thing we could recommend is that they would have to indeed flush the system, clean it, ensure that that the biological contamination was taken care of, and then properly refill it with a good, clean fluid. So the cost that people actually don't budget for that's secondary, honestly, is damage to the equipment, which can be very significant. For instance, even a home geothermal system may cost $30,000 to $50,000, and in heat exchangers alone, you could be looking at multiple thousands. It's a good idea to get your fluid quality right and get it installed properly to avoid these significant costs down the road that you never budgeted for.